Kooky Witch here. Okay, so I am doing a gluten-free sourdough starter. I am on day 6, and what I had to do yesterday was I had to take most of the sourdough out of, I had 2 bigger jars, so I took them out of there, put them into new jars, separated them, and fed them. Now I'm going to show you that process today because I have to do it again. So this is where I poured all the excess sourdough from yesterday, and that's where I'm going to take this excess sourdough and pour it today. So here we go. I am going to take a good portion of this out, so about, yeah, I'm going to take that much out, and I'm going to do the same with the other one. There's a bit less in here, so yeah, kind of leaving like a third, and then I'm just going to stir in this new sourdough starter into this one that I took out yesterday. And you can still use this as sourdough in pancakes, waffles, if you want to make tortillas, gluten-free tortillas, buns, whatever you want. Even put it in some stew if you want. So I'm going to put that back in the fridge. Now what I've done is I have a Vitamix, so I can make grains into flour. So that's what I've done. I've got organic quinoa, that's what my starter's made out of. And today I am putting pretty good amount in these. So oh, you know what? I think I need to blend this a bit more. You can see all the grains aren't completely done, so I'll be back. So here I am, I'm going to blend the grains more. Okay, so that's what I've done. I think that's going to be good. And it doesn't have to be perfect. The first grains that I did when I first started weren't completely ground. They were pretty good, but okay, so now I'm going to take half of this, which should be about half a cup. So yeah, that's about half a cup. I'll do just a smidgen more. There we go. Then I'm going to get some water. Okay, so I'm going to put some water in here. And I like to make mine, it says 1-to-1 in the directions, but I like to make mine, hang on, I gotta wash this off. And always use a clean towel. Don't use a towel that's already out because that will have other bacteria on it. And you'll contaminate your sourdough. So, I like to use, see, I put too much water in here. Oh, no, maybe not. No, I didn't. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that is perfect. That's just the way I like it. So it's like, it's thick, you see? Yeah, that's just the way I like it. So I'm going to finish mixing. Okay, so I've finished mixing. Now I'm going to take this first one, and I'm going to put this whole thing in there. Now, what the idea is, when you get close to the end of doing the sourdough, as you're waiting and you're trying to figure out like how long it's taking to rise and if it's actually staying up in the rise. Because if it's not staying up, then it's not going to stay up in the bread. So you kind of want to keep an eye on it now from like day 6 on and just see. So like it's 10 a.m. So I'm going to just keep checking this throughout the day just to see if it's rising. And then if it's holding its rise. So get that all mixed in there. And then what you want to do is, one sec. Okay, and you want to make sure everything is clean. And if you're going to have to dry it, make sure you're using a clean towel. Don't use one that's been out, because you'll contaminate your sourdough, and then you've all those days of work are gone. So you want to make sure that it's off the sides of the inside of the jar. Otherwise, you know, it could start to mold up or whatever. So you just want to make sure that things are cleaned up. So I use a spatula to kind of get that clean. Yeah, so that's good. I'll give that a wipe. All right. Yeah, I'll give that a wipe too. And I don't want to put that there. You just have to be so conscientious with this. So the next thing I'm going to do, okay, just going to put that down because I do have a clean counter. So that's quite a bit more than, okay, I'm going to put a little bit more on the other one. So okay, just a little bit more. Okay, and then we just have to sort of see, you have to play with it. Go less of the water, because you don't want it too runny. If you get it too runny, then you got to grind up more greens and make more. So yeah, I think I'll add just a tiny bit more water to this, just a splash. Little goes a long way. So yeah, that's going to be just perfect. Okay, I'm going to finish this. All right, so now the second one, I'm going to feed that, and I'm going to feed most of this, but I'm going to give the other one just a little bit more because this was a little bit more than. So I'm going to give the other one a little bit more. Just because, and there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is going to stir these up. So up until today, I was just feeding it like 1.1 ounce of water and 1.1 ounce of quinoa, which was about a quarter cup. Approximately, maybe a little less. So now today I fed it a full half cup of flour, maybe slightly more. So because we're coming down the final steps, so we got to bump up the feed on it and get that rise going on it, because the more feed you have in it, you know, don't go overboard because then it's too much. It will tell you if it's ready or not. So just get the inside of the jar as clean as you can. Okay, and now I'm going to watch it today. Okay, so I felt like I just needed to give it a little bit more of a wipe, get it a little bit more cleaned up inside here too. So I'm just going to take my finger with the paper towel and just kind of spin it around the jar. Okay, and just kind of get it as clean as I can. Okay, and I don't want to, I'll just use another one on the other one here. Okay, and then just get this cleaned up on the top, and then I'm going to spin this around my finger and just get it as clean as I can. There we go. That's pretty clean. And let's throw this in the garbage. Okay. We'll get the lid on each of them. Okay. And if I have time today to film, I will. So here's where it is. It's about half. And it's about half. So I'm going to watch those today and see if they rise up. I've got them in a cupboard in the dark, which is what they prefer, warmer space. So that's my sourdough, day 6. I'll keep you posted.